Hey there, Holly the Twister Sister here, and it is time for another balloon twisting tutorial. Now, the world is cray-cray right now, but we have to say thank you and appreciate some of the people that are on the front lines for us. So this week we are going to do a nurse balloon, and this is a really cute design. It's based on my Princess Blossoms concept, which you can get the whole Vimeo DVD download of that if you're interested. But today we're going to be going over a princess design. I think you're really going to like it, so stay tuned. So the first balloon we're going to need for this design is a linking balloon, and I've inflated this guy a little bit bigger than the palm of my hand, and I'm going to let a little bit of air out here because you really want this to be a nice round ball. You don't want it to be overinflated where it starts to get that oval shape. So it's just a nice round ball here. I'm going to go ahead and tie that off. The next balloon that you're going to need is a 260 white. And I'm just going to make my life easier and tie these two together. Now on your white, you're going to need 2 pinch twists here at the top to kind of stabilize her head and give her a bit of a neck. So just going to do my first little bubble, make that a pinch twist. And then again, bubble number 2, make that a pinch twist. Now I'm gonna leave it like this at this stage, and we'll finish off like the little parts of the rest of her dress after we do her hair. It's always easier to do her hair with less stuff around the neck. So I'm gonna take a mocha brown for this girl. You can use different colors for different nurses, of course, but I'm gonna be doing one that looks like me, brown hair. So I got a mocha 260. I'm just gonna tie that right onto the top of my linking balloon. A nice little double knot there. We're going to start off on the top of our mocha here with a little pinch twist, just a small round bubble, pinch twist it. Okay, and then we're going to cover her head with 4 bubbles of brown. So just going to go down into the neck. Okay, measure and twist it into your white pinch twist here. So twist that off underneath the pinch twist, and we'll go back up to the top into the little pinch twist on top of her head. Tie it in there. So that's 2 of our 4 bubbles. We're going to finish off with 2 more, so just go down one more time and then back up. So at this point you should have a unicorn nurse. We'll just have this extra bit of brown here sticking out the front. You can get rid of this, or you can try to save it off for the next part, but I'm gonna try to show you the easy to teach way. So we're gonna get rid of the rest of this. So there we have her head without the little nurse hat. We're gonna finish her off with, we're just gonna finish off the head first. So what I'm gonna do is get another mocha 260. And I'm just gonna put enough air in here so that we can make some bangs going right across the top of her forehead. So we need to let a good amount of air out of this balloon. I'm gonna get her over here to kind of measure, see where it hits both sides of the front of her face. That looks really good. And I'm gonna tie my balloon here back at the beginning. So I've got some long uninflated tails on either side of this little hot dog. And I'm going to put both tails on either side of the head underneath the first 2 hair bubbles for this side. Pull that through. Same thing around the other side. Take that other tail behind the first 2 bubbles of hair and pull that back. You can see that's going to attach her bangs on top of her head. And once you get your tails pulled back nice and tight, you can actually twist them down around the 2 pinch twists at the base of her neck to secure them. And then you can sort of play with the air inside of this bubble, since it's not, there's no hard knots on either side really constricting anything. You can squish this out to really get kind of a nice slope on either edge so that it just looks a little more natural, as much as a balloon character can look natural. So once we have that, we're basically going to do the same exact concept as we did with her bangs, again for her little nurse's hat. Okay, so I'm going to get a white 260 and make a little hot dog. Okay, so I've got my white inflated with the long tails on either side, and this we're going to place right on top of her bangs, sort of on top and behind her bangs, but in front of this little pinch twist in the back. That's going to hold it in place right where we want it. And same thing on the tails. We're going to pull each side back behind her first two hair bubbles and straight out the back of her head. So that is how it's going to look. I've got both tails here in the back. And on this one, I'm just going to tie these together in a double knot. Or you could probably twist them down into the base of the neck. It's getting a little crowded down there though. But, you know, however you want to secure it. I'm just going to tie these in a double knot, cut off my tails, and then you have her cute little nurse's face. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so once we're at this point, we can finish off her body. So I want to have two loops for her sleeves. This is going to be kind of like a princess looking dress, but it's okay because it's cute. So I'm just going to do two loops on my 260 here. So just fold this over back into the pinch twist to make our first loop, and then come across those pinch twists and be on the other side of those pinch twists and do another loop. So we should have this. Now, really, you could do any sort of body style at this point. You know, if you have a certain type of dress design you usually do for princesses that you want to do, you can do that with the rest of this. We're doing a Princess Blossom style body though, so you're going to need a geo. I just so happen to have a already inflated, fully inflated geo here with me. What you want to do after you've inflated your geo is we want to make the hole in the middle a little bit bigger so that we can fit our 260 through it. So you're just going to take your fingers and kind of pull open the middle of that with your fingers a little bit, going around in a circle until you expand the center of that geo. Make it a little bit bigger so that we can get a little bubble of a 260 through there. So I'm going to grab my nurse and we're going to twist off a bubble right where I want her body to attach to the geo. Don't make this bubble too tall or she's just going to seem a little bit too lanky. You want to keep everything with the proportions kind of short and squat. That's what I always think it's cuter. Alright, and we're going to do a small round bubble here. This is the one that's actually going to be going through the geo. To hold it in place, I'm just going to make this a pinch twist really quick, like that. Get rid of the rest. Tie a knot in your tail. And to attach this to your geo, if you want to, you can undo that pinch twist now. And you just have that bubble that you twisted. Okay, take that, grab the tail of that little bubble, and just work it through the hole on your geo. Okay, so we've got her fed through the geo. You can now take the tail of this little bubble, and you can kind of pull that bubble out and wrap it back around the base of that bubble to kind of turn it back into a pinch twist so you don't have any ugly tails hanging out the bottom of your princess. And you can also kind of wedge that pinch twist back up into your geo a little bit so that it'll still sit flat on the bottom if you want this to sit on a table. You're not going to have a big lump in the middle of it keeping it from sitting flat. Okay, so the last thing on the geo part is just make sure that the nozzle of the geo is directly in the back of your character, and that's what she's going to look like from the front. Now, yes, she is missing arms, so don't worry. We're adding those next, and then all we'll have to do is Sharpie art and decide what we want her to be. If she's going to sit on a candy cup, be a centerpiece, sit on a headband, or a bracelet works really well too. Okay, so let's get her some arms. You're going to need a 160 blush. I'm going to attach this 160 right underneath one of her little loops for her shoulder sleeve things. Okay, we're going to fold that, give it a little squeeze for an elbow. It's going to come right in front of her belly, and we're going to give it a twist. Okay, and then about the same size, going back up the other side, give it a little fold, a little squeeze for a twist. And you want to twist it back into the pinch twist in the back of her head. Okay, once you've got that secured, you can get rid of the rest of this 160 and wrap it around to make sure it's not going to come undone. Look how adorable is that? Now, if you get to this step and your nurse or princess or character has her arms kind of sticking straight out like that, that's not right. I mean, there's really no right or wrong with balloon twisting, but you can be better. Okay? So nobody walks around like this. So we're going to take her arms at the very top of them, open them up, and bring them back behind her tummy bubble. Okay, so it looks like the top of her arms are kind of hidden and coming out from the back and underneath of her sleeves, and that just makes it look like she's got nice, good posture, she's got her shoulders back, and she's just kind of holding her hands in front of her, waiting for her next patient or listening intently to her current patient. I don't know. You could also put like an uninflated or just a puff inflated heart balloon in her hands, like she's holding onto it. A little flower is always cute. You know, any little details like that that you can add is really cute. A lollipop, like a real one, like stick a little lollipop in her arms. If you're going to be gifting this to somebody, that would be cute too. So I'm going to do some artwork really quick, and then I'll show you what the final product looks like. All right, here she is. The final result. Did my little holly artwork on her. So just drawn a little cross on her hat, and then I gave her open eyes. If I was doing this in a need to move fast situation, she would have some closed eyes. It's a lot faster. But that is how I do her face. Added a little blush. You could draw a little heart on her sleeve. You could give her a stethoscope or something like that. And with this design, it's a perfect tabletop sitter. It's perfect to go on top of a candy cup or a gift cup, a craft cup, whatever you're making for people around you to spread joy during these times. They also sit really well on a headband. So you can have a bunch of people walking around with their little nurse hats on, super cute. Or you can even put them on bracelets or sticks. So you guys know I love versatile designs like that. So princess blossoms are perfect for that. If you want to learn how to make all the princesses using this type of a concept with the geo blossoms, I've got the link down in the description below where you can get the whole tutorial series on Vimeo and watch it today while you're sitting around stuck at home. It's pretty cool. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to see your pictures of your nurse balloons this week over on our Facebook group. You can share your designs and what you guys are making over there. And if you want to see some more fun videos, check out some of these suggestions over here. I will see you in one of those videos. Till then, happy twisting. Bye-bye.